Welcome back to the Friends podcast. I'm your host, Luna Leone, and our show today is about those nail-biting moments when Hollywood stars anxiously await approval from literary legends and tech giants shake up the sports world. Okay, so Glen Powell had to wait overnight to find out if Stephen King approved of him for the Running Man remake, and honestly, that sounds like my personal version of nightmare fuel. Like, imagine going to bed knowing that the Stephen King is somewhere watching your movie and deciding your professional fate. I would not sleep. I would stress eat an entire bag of chips and overthink every acting choice I've ever made. But here's what's fascinating about this whole thing. Powell had to get King's blessing after the author watched Hitman, which, if you haven't seen it, is this brilliantly weird movie where Powell plays a fake contract killer who gets way too into the role. And King watched it and was basically like, yeah, this guy can handle my dystopian nightmare world, which is honestly the best professional endorsement you could ask for. Edgar Wright is directing this new adaptation, and he admitted that handing in their screenplay to Stephen King felt like turning in homework to the scariest teacher ever. Which, fair. This is the man who wrote It and The Shining. Having him critique your work would be terrifying in the best possible way. What's really interesting is that this version is supposedly going to stay much closer to King's original novel than the Arnold Schwarzenegger version from way back when. That movie was basically a completely different story wearing the Running Man's name tag. So this could be the first time we see King's actual dystopian vision on screen. More after our break.
My name is Tom Sachs. I'm an artist in New York City. For nearly 2 decades, I have been collaborating with Nike.
Nike running is for runners. Nike basketball is for basketball. Nike craft is for everyone else.
And speaking of power shifts in entertainment, Apple just completely changed the game for Formula One fans in the most Apple way possible. They walked into ESPN's house, took their F1 rights and said, "This is ours now, and you'll need our subscription to watch it." Starting next season, Apple TV becomes the only place to watch Formula One in the US. It's a 5-year exclusive deal worth reportedly $140 million annually, which is honestly pocket change for Apple, but probably made ESPN cry a little. They're replacing F1 TV Premium with their own subscription for $12.99 monthly. Here's where it gets interesting though. Some sessions will be free on the Apple TV app. Not all of them, obviously, because capitalism, but enough to maybe get casual viewers hooked. It's classic strategy. First hit is free, then you're paying monthly forever. But here's my thing, and this might be my toxic trait showing. I'm kind of annoyed by all these exclusive streaming deals. I get it, competition drives innovation or whatever, but I'm already paying for Netflix, Hulu, Disney Plus, and probably 3 other services I forgot about. Now, if I want to watch cars go really fast in circles, I need Apple TV too? My bank account is personally attacked by the streaming wars. The whole thing does feel very Apple though. They saw ESPN doing fine with F1 coverage and were like, we could do that, but make it unnecessarily complicated and tied to 17 different Apple services. What's wild is how this reflects the broader shift we're seeing in entertainment. Tech companies are becoming media companies. Streaming platforms are becoming sports broadcasters, and suddenly your iPhone company controls what racing you can watch. It's like if your grocery store started making movies, except that's probably happening somewhere too. The bottom line is we're watching entertainment consolidate in real time, and it's fascinating and terrifying and expensive. Glen Powell needs Stephen King's approval. Apple needs exclusive sports content, and I need to remind you to check your monthly subscription charges because watching TV now costs more than a car payment. Thank you for listening to Friends with Luna Leone. If you are enjoying our podcast, please show us your support by tapping the follow button and rating it 5 stars. That's a wrap.
Grab news. Thomas.